Hi, I'm Charlie Stowe and I'm a sophomore here at Hun. This is the art section of the tour. Inside the Fine Arts building, you'll find visual art spaces for classes such as photography, computer animated design, drawing, and painting, among others.
My name is Mr. Hildreth, and thank you for visiting me in the wonderful art room. Some projects are more of a skill sets test, where it's like, hey, we just learned about value and shading. Let's try to make this happen on your project. And others are more conceptual, where we talk about an artist who's making work today. We talked about Amy Sherrill in painting class recently, who's a contemporary artist. And we learned about her backstory, her work, and then a project inspired by her. It would try to sort of give us a way to think like an artist who's making work today, and the different problems or stories that they're working with, and how does it relate to us as students in the Hun School. What drove me nuts was an art class where they said, you're all going to draw this apple the same exact way. Still a little scarred from those moments, so I try to go away from those kinds of class structures. I think a great art class can provide amazing communication skill sets. And in communication, it's not just about, hey, how do I present my opinion that might differ from yours, but also how to be an active listener. So the idea of, hey, how can we communicate with each other about something that is happening on the critique wall? I see it this way, you see it that way, let's have a conversation. I think that's the most important thing in an art class, is how you can develop those communication and active listening skill sets. I mean, if you end up making great work, that's fantastic. If you become, a really successful artist, just, remember who taught you everything you know. 20% commission, that's all I ask. 20% commission, please.
Mr. Esher, how is this going to look when it's finished?
Well, Charlie, we're going to have a newly refurbished stage, which is going to be incredible for us to be able to perform on. New seating, terrific for the audience. New entrance to the theater, so now the audience is going to enter from the back instead of coming in from the sides, which was always a problem for us, right? Because it would be a little bit disruptive. An incredible new lobby space. You can see the grid work right there. It's going to wrap around the front of the theater. The most incredible thing is that we're going to have a new tech booth. We've never had a legit tech booth. We're going to have one that's going to really send us to tech heaven. In the fall, we do a play. Sometimes it's a murder mystery, sometimes it's a comedy, sometimes it's a drama. In the winter, we always do our musical, big musical. And then in the spring, we then do another, usually a comedy, sometimes it's Shakespeare. It's an awesome thing to do.
Oh, I feel a cold and drowsy humor running on. Obi-Wan.
Inside this building, you'll find musical classrooms, performance spaces, and individual recording studios, which will allow students like my friend Esher to do things like this. Last but not least, this is the Amphitheater, where we do some small events and productions. And right up behind me is the Buck Building, where our video studio is. Thank you for checking out the arts portion of the tour. Make sure to check out the rest.